So what is this, Ellie? You read this book?
Yep, I read a book, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, and we made a brown paper bag. And inside it, we have little pockets from...
Oh, yep, there they are. Yep.
And we put stuff in there to go along with it. So, Edward Tulane novel study, name, Eleanor Manway. Author, Kate DeCamillo. I don't know. It's a strange last name. So, topic preview. Edward does not love at first, but when he goes on his journey, he slowly changes.
Cool.
And see this?
In the beginning I thought, now after reading I know.
And in the pocket there would be little slides that what I thought in the beginning and now I know. We never made the now after reading I know, but I had that, but then I lost it.
It's like an art project
then I
in the
lost
form
it
of a
somehow.
book report. Or this is a book report in the form of an art
Yeah,
project.
but we were doing it in our reading groups to talk about our book.
With Miss Membrana. Show me what's in the next page. And then it says...
So there was a fisherman and his wife. So fisherman's wife, Nellie. Actions to Nellie. Sang to Edward. She loves baking. She sewed clothes for Edward. Words. She's beautiful. You look lovely. Feelings. Sadness. Excited. Happy. Appearances. Old woman. Wears apron. Smiles. Setting the story stage. That's Abeline's house. The girl that originally had him, but she got thrown off the boat. And Edward got thrown off the boat.
And then what's on the next page?
Now, wait. Story timeline.
Oh, this is cool. Look at this. Okay, do it. The miraculous journey of... Oh my gosh, look at all that.
First, Edward lived on Egypt Street and was mean and self-absorbed. Guess what? In the beginning, his favorite season was winter because he could look at himself in the window. Next, two boys threw Edward off the Queen Mary. Then a fisherman found him and gave him to his wife Nellie. It's an old book because they called homeless people hobos, and they had the Queen Mary. And in your bathroom, you have a picture of the Queen Mary.
Grandma Flash does, yep.
Then Lolly, that's Nellie's daughter, threw Edward away, and an hobo found him, and Edward got thrown off the train because he got caught sleeping on the train. Last, Bryce, the little boy, found him and gave him to his sister Sarah Ruth, who was really sick, and she died out because she coughed up blood, then she stopped breathing.
Oh.
And she was only 4 years old.
Oh my goodness.
Died after, so he went to get money, and Edward broke and got fixed. I had to fit the whole story in all these, so I had to squeeze them all in there.
That's pretty
So I
neat.
couldn't get all the details.
And then it says
And book review. If I gave it 1 star, it would mean I didn't like this book.
See if I can see it on there. Yep, there.
Okay.
How many stars did you give it? 4.5?
I gave it 5.
Oh, you did give it 5. Okay.
I didn't. 2 would be I didn't like parts of the story. 3 would be I liked the story. 4, I enjoyed all parts of the story. I didn't enjoy the part when she died, so I didn't give it 4 stars. I gave it 5. I love this story, and I will read it again. I just didn't like that one part.
Well, that's pretty good.
So I gave it 5 stars. I gave this review because it was very happy that he learned to love at the end, and lots of adventure in this book. You know what? When he got back to the shop that Bryce was fixed at, he had to keep it because Bryce had no money. So,
show me the front of that book again. That's really neat. It's like an art project about a book.
Like, an old doll said, someone will buy you, and he couldn't get her words out of his head. So then one day, Abilene, it was such a long journey that she was a grown-up by the time he got done with his journey. And she already had a baby named Maggie. And
Gosh.
she was a little girl.
We're gonna have to read this
And then
book
she
together
found-
again.
Then Maggie saw the rabbit, and she was cradling it like a baby, just like her mother did. Like her mother, Abilene, when she was a kid, she'd sit, like they were reading a story, she'd say, Edward can't quite hear the story. Can you read it again? And he'd had his own little bed, but he'd like to look at the stars because he couldn't close his eyes. So, and eventually the mom recognized Edward, and at the end it said, Edward, ? And then he said, yes, it's me. And they eventually bought him.
Wow. Good book review.
And he belonged to Abilene's daughter, Maggie.
Cool.
And on the back I wrote, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulip.
Nice. That's a really neat project.